Hi, my name is Terry Gilmore, and I'm going to be your instructor for this really quick May mini semester. The first thing I want you to do is exactly what you have done. You've clicked on modules. You've gone to the very first one that says getting started. Now what I want you to do is just to scroll through all of the modules and read everything that there is. Basically, you've got two different types of assignments. You've got some unit exams that will cover anywhere between 2, 3, 4 chapters. And then you have just a few participation assignments. One of them is your very first one, which is due today, and that is to do a discussion post and introduce yourself using the prompt that I gave you. It is a graded assignment. Tuesday is actually the census day, and you have to have done a graded assignment, so I'm going to grade your introduction to the class. Those 3, maybe 4 participation assignments are going to count 20% of your grade, so you definitely want to do them. The 80% of your grade will come from the unit exams. I think they're all pretty self-explanatory. Following all of the unit exams and the participation grades, you have also got chapters. These chapters cover all of the main topics from federal government, and they come from an open educational resource, which is why you do not have to buy a book for this course. We use OER resources so that there is no cost for a textbook. It's pretty good. I tell you what I want you to read a couple times, maybe not. I've given you some supplemental reading to do. On a couple of your assignments, I have some videos for you to watch. The longest one deals with civil liberties, which I think is your 4th, or it's the second unit exam, and there is a video there, and it's under an hour, but just make sure you have enough time to watch it. It's about civil liberty on the right to privacy, or in this case, the right to assisted suicide or the right to die. Other than that, the videos are typically very short, 10 minutes or under, on different topics. What I have tried to do in this class is to, rather than you reading a chapter and regurgitating what you have read, I've tried to give you assignments that are much more applicable. In other words, something that you take what you've read and then you're going to apply it to more of what I would call a real life situation. And you'll have a couple. I mean, there will be some where, yes, you are going to have to read some information and then you're going to have to explain it. But I've tried to make it in a way where it's a little bit more personalized, not just black and white, and just copy the book and go from there. They're really more critical thinking questions, things that you need to think a little bit more about. The syllabus is also, that comes right under this particular module that you're in right now. And basically, it's just information about the course. Again, the main thing to remember is that this course goes very quickly. It starts, of course, today, and it will be over by the end of the month, right before the end of the month. So it's really, really quick. It's really important. All of your assignments are posted with all of the due dates. Put them on your calendar, put them anywhere you need to put them so that you remember to get them done. And basically, you're going to have assignments due about every 2-3 days because that's the only way that we can cover the material in this short of time. So that's the big advice. Don't get behind. If you know you're going to be out of town at some point, you can work ahead. Do whatever you need to do, but just make sure that you're keeping up with the work, because that's the one thing that makes it very difficult. When you get behind in a class that goes this quickly, it's really hard to make it up. I've given you my contact information. You've got my email address. You have my office number. You have my cell phone number. If you send me a text or you call, just try to identify yourself. You know, if it's a text, say, I am so-and-so from your online government course. I'm going to be in town all of this week. I'll be in the office every day except for Friday when the college is closed. Next week, I'll be out of town for a couple of days, but not where I'm unreachable. We're just going to go camping for a couple of days. I'll have my computer, I'll have my phone, and we've got good cell service, so that's really not a problem. Once you've read through everything, once you've taken a look, if there's anything you're unclear about, then definitely get in touch with me one way or another. When you review an assignment, if there's something you don't understand, you don't think I've explained it well enough, give me a call. Send me a text, send me an email, and say, I'm not sure I know exactly what you're looking for. I think most of them are pretty self-explanatory. I think I've given you pretty good instructions, but I'm really familiar with the material and you're not. So if you have questions, get in touch with me. Okay, I think that's it for now. Again, the one thing I wanted you to do was to introduce yourself. I will tell you that I have been teaching at Midland College. I began as an adjunct professor in 1993, and then when I completed my PhD, they hired me full-time in 1997. So literally, I've been at the college for over 30 years. All of my degrees, my bachelor's, my master's, my PhD, they're all in political science. So government is what I do. Other than that, we have 3 grown children. All of them are married. Each one of them has 2 children. They all have college educations. Yay. And none of them are asking me for money. So that's a really good thing. And other than that, we've got 6 grandkids, 5 boys and only 1 girl. My husband's a CPA. He's self-employed. And again, obviously, I spend a lot of time at the college. I am the director of the honors program. If you're interested in that, I can give you more information. Also, I am the advisor for Phi Theta Kappa, which is the International Honor Society for Community College Students. So anything, that deals with honors or honor society, I can give you information on if that's something that you're interested in. But feel free to reach out at any time. Keep up with the work. It's going to go really fast. And have a great semester. Thanks so much.